Ivy and Mistletoe didn't get off to the best of starts because I kind of didn't like either of the protagonists. But once it got going, I actually ended up really enjoying this. This is a Christmas film from 2020, directed by Candice Cain and stars Julianne Michelle as Ivy and Cody Calafiore as Max, and I apologise if I've mispronounced any of those names. They are a classic Christmas rom com, will they, won't they relationship, and once it got going, I liked them, but to begin with, they weren't very great. They meet when something happens to Ivy's car, and Max is not a very nice person to begin with. We are given reasons for why he's very standoffish and really quite nasty. They're not excuses. I don't think they're valid reasons, but at least the film made an effort to say this is why they didn't have the best of starts. But also, Ivy ends up staying in their home because Max's mother is the mayor and Ivy's got nowhere to stay, and the mayor likes to open her door to people in the town, which is it's lovely. It works well. And when Max is being nasty to Ivy, Ivy was actually quite nasty to Max in response, which on the one hand, she's perfectly within her rights to do, but at the same time, she did it in front of the mayor, in front of his mother, in their family home. And I just feel like that was a very bold thing, and I didn't particularly like her attitude. She should have either walked away or just said, hey, you're being not very nice, or even told his mother, because nobody wants their mother to give them into trouble, especially when they're an adult. But thankfully, this all stopped after maybe 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and things started to mellow out a little bit, and I could actually enjoy the narrative because the characters were being a lot more likable. The narrative's not overly complex. Basically, Ivy can't get home for Christmas because, well, A, her car's she's got two flat tires, but also the snow is pretty horrendous. So it looks like she's going to be staying with his family for Christmas, which is, again, really sweet, a really nice thing for the family to do. And it made sense that Max's mother, Judy, was the mayor. She's played by Carrie Genzel. I thought she was fabulous. She's easily my favourite character in all of this. And had it been just a random family, it wouldn't have made as much sense. So I kind of like the fact that they gave us a reason for why this family, or at least Judy, would open her home to this stranger. And as they kind of begin to slowly get on, Max and Ivy, they begin to talk about Christmas traditions, and the Christmas aspect gets a little bit bigger, of course, as we head towards Christmas Day as well. There are a lot of conversations about food. There's a lot of food in this. Ivy is dreaming of opening her own restaurant one day. It also so happens that Judy had a very similar dream as well. So they bond over food. It made me very hungry on a lot of occasions. And it is quite festive. We have some festive pajamas, we have some Christmas traditions, and I rather enjoyed it. And there's not too much else to it, to be honest. It's not the most intense, which is fine. There are some Christmas rom-coms where you're waiting for something dramatic to happen, and there's this thickness in the air of something heavy and foreboding. But this isn't there. It's actually kind of light. It's almost like they got all of the negative parts out at the beginning. And I feel like that kind of worked in the film's favour. So it was pretty enjoyable and relatively festive. The characters were likable once it got going. I'm happy to recommend it, and I think I'd probably, well, I don't know if I'd watch it again. If it was on, I might pay attention to it. I probably wouldn't seek it out, but if I ever see it again, it won't be the worst thing. It's definitely, once it gets going, not a bad film at all.